today is going to be a little more low energy. It is pretty late for me, but it is day 26, and this will be airing early in the morning. So I am excited to be here with you. Mr. Bubbly Winks is excited to be here with you. And today we're going to try to keep things simple while keeping them engaging. We're going to look at Tanka poems, and we're going to look at Cinquain poems, or Cinquain. There's a lot of different ways to say these, but one is Japanese, one is French, and clearly I don't speak either of those languages, so I could be pronouncing them wrong, but you get the gist. And both of their correct spellings are in the title page of this episode. So we're going to look at Tanka first because they are what inspired the second form. Basically, a tanka is a Japanese poem that is a short form poem meant to evoke vivid imagery and cause the reader to go into a state of reflection. They're free verse, so they don't have to rhyme, but they do have a syllable pattern, which goes like this. I had my notes. Like I said, very late for me, very early for you guys. But has a syllable count of 57577. So it's kind of like a haiku with 2 extra lines. It can be written as 5 lines, or it can be written in one unbroken line. However you want to write this is up to you. And basically, tanka translates to short song. So that is why the emphasis on syllables is there. Some examples of this poem in poem form include about a place. New York is brimming with people who are thinking about the city that gives them a lease on life, but takes as much as it gives. This is titled About a Plea. You will please notice the books on my dreary shelves, read by nobody, they cry out 1,000 times, louder than the average man. And this is an example about a person. Rushing down the hall, she can't spare just a moment to notice her heart is like a timpani drum in search of an orchestra. And so a tanka is really a cool form of poetry, a really interesting way to explore emotion and a scene. Whereas a cinquain, I really don't know how to say this, cinquain, is a 5-line poem that is inspired by a tanka, but they are flexible in their length. So you still want 31 syllables total, but you might have 2 syllables in the first line, 4 in the second, and so on and so forth, leading up to your total of 31. An example is calendar, and it goes like this. Boxes contain the days, but is my life really just a graph of numbers held by staples? And I love the reflective nature of that and how we get such a clear image of a calendar. Give me a second. I thought I had one more example pulled up, but clearly I didn't. Snow. Look up from bleaking hills, blows down the light first breath of wintry wind. Look up and ascent the snow. A cinquain about poetry. Poetry, clever, crafty, writing, composing, describing, best words, best order. This is verse. And honestly, there's so many different directions you can go with either of these poems, poetry forms, and you can build upon each other. So I'm going to leave you there for today. Happy writing. Congratulations on making it this far. As always, I'll see you again tomorrow with another workshop. Bye for now, and happy writing.